this episode of Horse Shelter Heroes.
Well, it appears our squeeze chute is broken.
I've got these little guys transferred off to a new rescue.
We are low on staff, so that leaves me, the assistant shelter manager, as the boss lady.
We are up in quarantine, going through our list and making sure everybody has everything they need.
So we just got a call from law enforcement in Hickman County, and there is an active seizure case that is about to happen.
You don't want to miss a single second of Horse Shelter Heroes.
Well, it appears our squeeze chute is broken. So this pole here is not supposed to bend this far in, and for some reason it did. We just greased it last week too, and we haven't had any issues with it since we greased it until today. Probably need a sledgehammer. We have a Hackney pony up here. His name is Bo, and he has a very painful eye, and it is being enucleated today. So we got Bo all loaded up, and we're ready to head back down. Good. So Bo is all settled into his stall. Dr. Lydia and Dr. Junior are gonna pull some blood real quick to run the diagnostic check on his blood to make sure that he is able to undergo surgery today.
I've got these little guys transferred off to a new rescue called Love at First Sight in Nashville. They take puppies between 8 and 12 weeks. So I'm gonna take these little guys up there and get them transferred out. You're a little pudgy thing. You're cute though. See how cute I am? Oops, not that way.
Drippy, this is Danny.
And we're off to Nashville. It's gonna be a new rescue, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. I have an appointment at 11, so I'm gonna take off early.
So this week at Horse Plus, we are low on staff. Some of our amazing staff members have gone on a vacation. So that leaves me, the assistant shelter manager, as the boss lady. I'm going to miss the people that are not here, but hopefully they have a safe trip and this place doesn't fall apart.
All right, Macy, what are you up to? I'm editing the episode for this week. Currently, John, Isabella, and Jason are all gone, so I am taking care of the episode so you guys can watch it. It'll still be out.
So we had ordered a gate a few weeks ago for our quarantine swing chute because it had broken a few months back. But it is finally at Tractor Supply, so I'm gonna go pick it up right now, and then I will be coming back and installing it.
This is Bo. Bo is an adorable, we called him a Hackney cross. We don't actually know what kind of pony he is, but Dr. Gina is clipping and prepping him for an intravenous catheter. Bo is gonna have his right eye removed today. He's completely blind in both eyes. His left eye is stable and has shrunk a little bit and is not painful. His right eye is enlarged and painful and non-visual. So those are indications that we need to surgically remove that eye. Hopefully all goes well. Even though we're not leaving this IV catheter in for more than just a couple hours, we are putting something into a vein. So we want to make sure that it's as sterile as possible. And our goal with anesthesia, because this is a geriatric animal, is to sedate him enough that he's comfortable, and so that we can place nerve blocks to block both motor and sensory function to the eye. But that's going to be our primary mainstay of anesthesia during this procedure, is that he can't feel or move his eyeball. So he's going to be a little bit sedated, but this is going to allow us to take our time and take a little bit longer than we would if he was under general anesthesia on the ground. For our purpose. Yeah, he was menace negative before.
Or like wind? Do you want the...
I mean, like 100%. Look at this, 100%. Do you agree? Yeah. He's menace positive. We have a new finding. This horse, when he came in, was menace negative in this eye. The menace response is a blink when something comes at your eye. His eye was a lot more swollen than it is today. So this changes everything for this horse because he actually can still see out of this eye, and we thought that he was blind in this eye. So Dr. Gina and I are gonna do a better opto exam. This is important because if our swelling is due to increased pressure from chronic disease, we don't have treatment options. If our eye is swollen due to trauma, then we can anticipate an improvement over time. So between last week and this week, this horse went from not being able to see in this eye to being able to see in this eye. And if he can still see, we're not gonna wanna take his eye out. We wanna maintain vision as long as possible, as long as an animal is comfortable. And because his level of swelling is improving, his level of comfort is probably improving, and we wanna check and see if he is gonna be able to keep that eye. So we're gonna switch gears, we're gonna give him eye medications and keep him in our vet hospital. We know he desperately needs his teeth floated, so that was our number 2 priority. We're gonna go ahead and give him a dental because he's already in the stocks and sedated today, but he may still end up having this eye enucleated, but if he can keep the eye and see a little bit, that's better than having no vision. And he is definitely 100% blind in his other eye, so that's also important. This is his last little bit of vision. Oh my goodness, major hooks on both buccal and lingual aspects. Oh my goodness, they're so sharp.
All right, so Mr. Bo is done. We did his dental instead of his eye removal because he can see. As I said before, he had some really major pointy hooks. So we definitely removed those. Dr. Liddy did an excellent job. So now he'll be able to close his mouth and eat like he's supposed to.
So we were back up in quarantine. Tractor Supply had the gate that we needed. I just got to take the hardware off of this old gate here, and then we got to take all this stuff apart and put the new one in. We should probably wait for help.
There we go. You got all the hardware together.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. So we got the swing gate on, and it does work. And it even came with a nice chain, so that way we could lock it down. Especially with the donkeys, they like to try to back up and then get caught in this little corner. So it is fully functional again. And it's one less thing we gotta worry about. So the squeeze chute decided to lock up on us earlier when we were getting Sage in here. So we're trying to get it unstuck now. All right, close it. Beautiful, shut it off. We missed a grease fitting when we greased it the other day. So we're gonna make sure we get grease in there, and hopefully this doesn't happen again. So we are all done in quarantine. We got the swing gate all fixed up, and we also got the squeeze chute fixed up. So it's time to head down and see what else we gotta do.
Hi, I'm Kimberly. I am the vet assistant and animal health and husbandry person here at Plus Humane Society, where we focus on helping horses through any stage of life. We help young horses and old horses, but the plus in Horse Plus means that we also help dogs and cats and just about any other type of animal you could think of. This is Pilgrim, and he is one of the many horses that we have available for adoption here. You're also welcome to apply to adopt a dog or a cat, anything that might be a good fit for your family. If you're interested in adopting, you can visit our website. It's horseplushumanesociety.org, and click on the adoptions tab, and there you can see all of our available animals. And if you're interested in adopting one of them, you can just click on the animal's profile and then click on apply here. And then just don't forget to send your pictures to info@horsehumane to complete your application. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you here.
We are up in quarantine. We have a bunch of horses that had enlarged lymph nodes and snotty noses, and that it's been a couple months. Everybody's looking really great, and some of them are due for vaccine boosters, and they're all due for recheck physical exams. A couple of them need blood for Coggins, so we are going through our list and making sure everybody has everything they need. And no one is halter broken, so Kory is the hinge pin to our success in this endeavor.
This is Cranberry. This is the mother to Junior.
We should probably put her down for a sedated dental exam, just to be on the safe side. She hates it. It's the worst thing ever. Hi, Bubs. I guess we can just keep giving him the things until maybe we can get access. There we go. Okay.
So Junior is now done with all of his stuff. He got vaccinated today. He got some ivermectin. And he also got a microchip, which he hated. But he's all done. I'm just gonna hang out in here with him for a minute. Let him kind of relax with me in here before just turning him loose. Otherwise, he's gonna learn bad behaviors. And we want them to be good behaviors that he learns.
We just finished up doing microchips, recheck exams, pulling blood for Coggins, and boostering vaccines on the group of horses that was up here in quarantine, and they are all caught up and ready to go.
So we just got a call from law enforcement in Hickman County, and there is an active seizure case that is about to happen. We're about to get the warrant to go out there and for the police to search premises to find all the animals. So far we know that there are 15 dogs, 7 cats, and a ferret. I put a small team together to come out there, and we're gonna go and get these animals. So we just got the call, the warrant is signed, so we're gonna start heading that way. We actually are meeting at a separate location, and then when we get kind of an idea of what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna all go to the house. And Dr. Lydia will also meet us there. So we are almost there. We're gonna be meeting up with the Sheriff's Department and Animal Control. A lot of these animals, they haven't really been feeding them, so that we're probably going to find a lot of emaciated dogs, and there's no telling what kind of temperament they're going to have because of that. Hope it goes smoothly between us and the Sheriff's Department working on this together. So we're at the spot where we're meeting up with everybody. The Sheriff's Department is conducting the search warrant right now, so we can figure out what exactly we need to do when we get there. They're gonna meet us over here and escort us back to the property. So Dr. Lydia went by and talked to the Sheriff's Department. The Sheriff's Department said it's all clear and we're good to go over there. So the owners just got here. The Sheriff's Department is serving the warrant, and we are waiting to gain access so we can assess the situation and collect the animals.
The gentleman said he thought there was like 11 of them in there, I think.
Originally, I heard that there was 15 dogs, 7 cats, and a ferret. There's no windows on this thing?
No, there's one, but it's like it's boarded up. There's the jawbone.
Okay.
It's not very old. It's still got muscle and soft tissue. This is probably from the same animal. Really sad. Doesn't seem like it was that old. There's still soft tissue and muscles attached to that bone.
So we did find one dog deceased on site. We're going to be bringing it back to the shelter, and then from there we're going to figure out what we need to do in order to rescue these animals.
So I've got everybody's name,
Okay.
approximate age. Most of the females are not spayed.
She says all the dogs are pretty nice. She's handled them before.
Okay.
So she's not worried about any of us getting bit or hurt or anything like that.
Okay.
So I think that'll help this go really smooth.
Sounds great.
And we'll just try to lead them straight onto the trailer into a kennel and go from there. If we need the catch pole, we could have it on standby.
Okay. A bunch of 8-week-old puppies. 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. Looks like we've had some breeding pairs for a long time. Lightning, 3-year-old.
Lightning, black.
Male neutered.
Yep. Yeah.
You want to add this one for us? Alrighty.
Get it put up.
Hi guys, he's okay.
This right here.
He's alright.
Getting the light.
Oh man, it's been a really hard evening. A lot of animals that haven't had care. There were several that were found deceased, and there are several more that are in pretty dire need of medical attention. So thankfully we are able to access them and get them the care that they need.
Where'd you go? I know you hiding. There you are! Hi!
So what are these?
These are ferrets!
There you go. There's your snake with legs.
All right.
Okay, 2 ferrets, check.
Can you get pictures?
Yes.
All right, did we get pictures of the bunny?
We got one picture.
Okay. I am a little worried about the bearded dragon. Like this is not ideal.
So it's going okay. We have almost all of the animals that are being seized. We have one dog left that is running loose around the yard that does not want to be close to anybody. So I think we're good. We're gonna do one more walkthrough of the house, make sure we didn't miss any cats. They said originally that there was 8 cats, we counted 12. And Emily probably has a count on how many dogs we got. So we are finally wrapping up. We have been here for probably 4 or 5 hours now. Altogether, we got 18 dogs, 12 cats, a rabbit, and 2 ferrets. So I think that brings the final count of animals on this seizure to 33. It was a group effort between the Sheriff's Department, Hickman, Humane Society, and everybody else here that helped. It's an eventful night. We have to get these animals back to the shelter, get them figured out, put up, and then tomorrow we'll be assessing everything and figuring out what each animal needs.
We are asked to help hundreds of animals every single year. We cannot do that without your support. Being on the front lines of animal rescue, we see things that break our hearts. It's through donations that we're able to say yes to not only horses, but dogs and cats as well. Every animal deserves a second chance. At Horse Plus Humane Society, the plus in our name is for every other animal besides horses that needs help. And we help thousands and thousands of animals, but we can only do that through support from people just like yourself, donating to help us help the helpless. If we don't have support, we cannot save these animals. Please make a donation right now and be the difference for an animal in need.
We have a busy morning here at Horse Plus. We had animal cruelty seizure last night with, I might be wrong on the numbers, but I think 18 dogs, 12 cats, 2 ferrets, and a rabbit, in addition to our other animals. So Dr. Gina and I are working hard this morning to assess medical needs. We did some basic triage last night, but we may have some dogs that need surgical wound repair. We have a lot of animals that need fluids and antibiotics. So we're going systematically and making sure that everybody is identified correctly and has what they need. Everybody has full bellies of food, which is really satisfying with these animals that have been hungry.
So one of the dogs that they brought in last night that was given over to us has a pretty severe wound on its neck. It looks pretty old based on her initial assessment, but we're gonna go give him a little pop of some sedation and then bring him in and look at him.
You're okay, don't fight it. That's a good girl. Thank you. Okay. This wound is fully granulated in already, but we have kind of a necrotic center of tissue that smells pretty infected still. It was a big, big wound. We don't want hair and debris to fall into a wound, so we can put some sterile surgical lubricant into the wound to kind of protect it while we're gonna clip and clean this up. Heartworm disease is very prevalent in this part of Tennessee. So if we don't give dogs preventative monthly, they are likely to contract it from mosquitoes. So we are running a heartworm test. This dog has really severe debris and clumps of gross stuff built up because this wound has been open for so long. I filled the wound itself with some sterile surgical lubricant. So we're using a little bit of hydrogen peroxide to help dissolve some of those bad clotted areas. I am going to surgically debride, or debride if you're British, the wound on this dog's neck to make sure that we don't have dead tissue deep down inside that wound or along the edges of the wound that are going to impede. We've gotten all of the necrotic tissue out of the way, and we've got really nice, fresh, vascular edges. So now we're gonna try to oppose our tissue in a way that keeps the skin from being too much pressure on our suture line. Okay, good boy. Good girl. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Rabies vaccine is on board. Believe that this dog has already been spayed. She has a scar consistent with where I would have opened her abdomen for a spay. And she's got some scarring on her body wall. Her vulva is also small and she has no mammary gland development. So I'm gonna say yes on being spayed. We just finished Athena's wound repair. We were able to get all of the dead necrotic tissue removed. Actually, things looked better than we thought underneath. So she's all cleaned up and clipped up, and she's moving into recovery. She also was heartworm negative. We gave her a rabies vaccine, and she's gonna get some systemic antibiotics and a giant cone. Oh, she has I think that is a bullet. Feel that right there. Doesn't that feel like a bullet to you? Yep. Yes, indeed. This appears to be a bullet. So obviously we are no longer on our surgery table and no longer draped. But we found a bullet in this dog that we couldn't leave in. It's like really smashed. Yeah, it's all dented on one side. Oop. We're keeping that. I'm gonna start a collection.
I am off to True Rescue in Mount Juliet with 4 of our kittens that were surrendered, and they're gonna take them in for us and get them adopted. Hi, Sassy. This is Sassy off to True Rescue. She got spayed in yesterday, day before. So I'm off to Mount Juliet to True Rescue to take the 4 cats to see if they can get them adopted out to families.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 amazing kitty cats have all been transferred to a rescue where they will be able to find their forever homes, and we are so happy.